Hey, awesome folks, how's it going? I see you all had a really fun session with the README, challenge and everything. I was watching it while waiting for, to start the stream. I'm guessing, am I audible? Hello, welcome back, Insha. Did you all participate in the README session? Hi, Tanisa. Yeah, I can see a lot of yes and awesome, Miss Vijay. I'm glad your first GSW week is turning out to be so eventful. Great. It's always amazing to have hackers coming back to your stream. Oh, hello to you too. Hi, Rati. Welcome back. Hello, Uptak. It's been a while since you joined the stream. How is everyone doing? Especially the ones who joined me after a long time, huh? Denisa, Uptak. Hey, Nisarg. I know you won. Congratulations. So you all are having fun this year, too, is what I'm assuming. Yes? Okay, so treat this today's session, right? Because I'm always curious about tools that you all use, and I'm going to be exploring a couple of tools that have come my way. I really want your feedback on, whether or not you would use it, if you'd use it, why would you use it, and how you would go about it, right? Uh, your readme was pretty great, man. If you want, I'll show you a couple of my favorite readmes as well. So, you all did a very formal readme, right? So there's a very fun way to do it as well. So I don't know if you've seen people's GitHub profiles, right? There's a lot of fun stuff you can add from, animations to Spotify playlist. I think mine has Spotify and I'd been meaning to remove it for a while because sometimes you do not want people to know all the songs you're listening to. Let me see if I can pull up my GitHub. I haven't updated it in a while as well. Hmm. Good question, Nisarg. I really like your readmes. All of y'all did such a great job. You know that y'all, the fact that y'all took like an hour and you did that in less than an hour, right? Because Vinayak was also giving you instructions and y'all were following along. That was amazing. That was great learning curve for all of y'all. But yeah, it is amazing. See, GitHub is one of those kind of, for the readme at least it would qualify as a low code tool because you all are using, Markdown to build your page. So yeah, that's a good example for today's session, right? GitHub Pages, right? It's a low code, no code tool. Fair? Hmm. What was I doing? I was opening my README, GitHub profile README for you all. Let's I hope I'm audible because I cannot for the life of me seem to differentiate between no and direct and you're just listening to me. Hmm. Yep, I should have my Spotify thing on. I have to turn that off soon. Let me share my screen very quickly for you all. Hi, East Reflection. I see that you participated in the README challenge as well. Great job. Let me share my Chrome tab. Don't want to share the entire window. It won't show me the only of the tab. That's kind of sad. So this is my GitHub profile, right? And so you can add these emojis. I find the emojis very fun. All these emojis, and these are some nice pulls that you all can make from existing repositories. And then this is the Spotify thing that I told you all. You all can add the Spotify thing. And yeah, I haven't been contributing much to most repos. But yeah, you all can do some fun stuff around here. I see people having, entire GIFs with their PFPs and stuff. It's very cool. And I'm guessing I'm not sharing my screen again. I need to stop doing this. Alright, so I was talking about this, right? So you all can add these emojis and you all can add these stats and stuff. And then there's this Spotify thing that I was talking about. But there's a lot of cool stuff you can do, right? I see people add, GIFs here. The formatting is very not difficult, but it's a little tedious to achieve. And yeah, I haven't updated in almost a year and a half. I really should. Awesome. Great. So thank you, Rati. I realized that a lot later. There's a lot of delay as well. That is so cool, Nisarg. I would love to do that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to look at Vinayak, all the submissions you all made, and I'm going to actually go ahead and send you all messages about stuff I like. Okay? I saw most of your work, but I was also setting up my stream and stuff. So I was like switching between tabs to checking. So what I do is I never turn on the volume for Twitch because a lot of times I forget it, and a lot of times I have internet connectivity issues. So I keep it running just to check whether I'm actually streaming or not. So today I have it turned off though after the session. But yeah. Awesome, folks, let's get started. So before we start, right, we do an intuition practice that we haven't been doing in my sessions this time. So let's start with that, right? What do you think is a low code, no code tool? Like what comes to your mind, or do you already have a favorite tool that's a low code, no code tool? Hi, Zanil. I don't know if that's Zainab with a new username or that's a new person, but if it's Zainab, welcome back. If it's a new person, well, welcome to the stream. I'll be introducing myself shortly. Right? But yeah, so we're doing an intuition exercise in case you've never used one. If you used one, what's your favorite one? If you already use a lot in your hackathons, tell me if you have a favorite project that you've made with a low code, no code tool that won a prize or something. Hop onto the stream. You're welcome to come on the stream and show it off. But yeah, so the reason I'm doing this is because I saw a lot of hackers recently struggling with last minute submissions, or you have the GoDaddy registry that is fairly simple to deploy if you have like a low code web page ready. I want you all to maximize your chances of winning in hackathons, so that's why I'm here. And then I'm going to introduce you to the tool I'm trying to learn these days. I absolutely love it, and it's fun to say the least. So I'll show you. So I'm still learning myself, right? I've recently started learning it. So I'm hoping to develop like an entire meta track, a technical track by the next GHW. But let's see. Wix website. That is a great answer, Nisarg. If only Wix, representatives were here. Figma. Interesting answer. I would have expected Figma, Zenil. But okay, what else? Hey Tayaba, how are you? Zoho, interesting answer, Yati. I have again that's actually a good answer. Zoho, I'll take. That is awesome. That is awesome. Canva sounds like a good answer as well. Although so the exact definition does not matter as much as the tool itself. So that's okay. Alright, that's it. That's all the low code, no code tools that you all think are no code, low code, or that you all use. I'm expecting better answers. Have you all ever used MIT App Inventor? There we go, Uptack. Perfect timing. Great job. Yes, MIT App Inventor. That's one of my absolute favorite low code tools. Like it has such a great Firebase interface. It makes your life so much easier when you're demonstrating proof of concept. So if you want to quickly have an application, especially if you're working with hardware, like for example me, I hate having to do Android code, because first it takes a lot of time to run on your hardware, right? Especially if you have a low memory laptop. Now I don't, but when I was a student, I did. So I used to go crazy trying to write like simple one button code, right? Because I want to do a proof of concept. I don't need a fancy UI. So MIT App Inventor was a total savior, right? It was first block code. I didn't care about optimizations and stuff on Android. I put the buttons, I put the Firebase API, and it worked. It was awesome. I don't know if they've changed the Firebase connectivity recently, but we'll see today if we can figure it out. I would love to show you all. If we can even add that to our IoT boilerplate series, we can add that part. But yeah, Power BI is an amazing example, Nisal. I agree. Power BI is pretty cool. I actually had a couple of people in the last hackathon. Actually, this Hack this Fall, right? You were there at Hack this Fall. They made the ones who won the Microsoft Challenge actually made it with Power BI. It's actually very cool, the hack that they made. That's it, folks. That's it. Come on. You all are regular hackers. You all are pro hackers. Tell me more of the tools that you all use. So we'll be looking at MIT App Inventor. I'll basically be more like, walking you through apps. If there's a specific one that you all want to try, we will, try and make a quick bubble. Interesting. Stream. Let's go and see what's bubble. So good. Ooh, this sounds interesting. This looks actually very cool. Ooh. It's actually very cool. Thank you for the suggestions, Alvin. And yes, this is a great example of a low code, no code tool. Right? So awesome. Do you have a project you've made with this, Alvin? Even you, Nisargi, have you made a project with Power BI? I would love for you to come on the stream and show your project that you made with Power BI. Yes, Dataiku is a great example as well for DSS and AIML. Awesome. Perfect, Nisarg. If you wanna, I would love for you to come on stream and show us how you made it, or at least explain how easy it made your life. Right? Awesome. So there's Bubble. That's an amazing example. That was not something I was aware of, which is why we have this. I want you all to kind of maximize your knowledge sharing. I'll be walking you through a couple of them which are similar to Bubble. But yeah. You're welcome to show us what you're building, Arpan. Don't worry about it. Hackers here are super helpful, and I'm sure they'll love to help you with what you're building as well. Nasar, you know the drill to come on this stream, right? So if you are creating a ticket, let me know. And I'll have you on the stream. Anyone else? I saw Uptalk, you mentioned MIT App Inventor. Have you made an app that you would like to show off in the stream? I'm going to show you all my favorite tool, like actually show you what I'm building these days. It's a very simple thing that I'm trying today to explain what's happening because I'm learning myself. But yeah. Whenever you're ready, Nisar, I'm waiting on you. Alright, so until then, I'm going to show you a couple of other tools that I really like. So MIT App Inventor is one of them. I'm going to open the thing and show you all. So let's go at the stream. So yeah, Bubble, and there are a couple of more on the similar lines. Let me show you. There's something called Softer, right? So Softer again has something similar to AppSheet. Have you all heard of AppSheet? So AppSheet was something, I think it got acquired from Google for Sheets. But basically what happens is you go to AppSheet, you just create like a Google Sheet and you can turn it into app using AppSheet's entire framework. So you can like build a project tracker, simple survey, Kanban board, workstation, task manager. So like I just click on one of these to kind of just explore. So what do you want to build? Anyone? Any suggestions? Which one you want to see? Resource hub. We'll do it a second. Events calendar sounds nice, right? As students, let's look at that, right? So, okay, while this loads, because obviously my internet's not working great. Take your time, Nasag. Whenever you're ready, create a ticket and I shall send you the Steam link. Is it creating something? Does this even work? Is it my internet? This is what. So you can look under the hood. Basically, this is all it's doing. It's going to sync the app, and this is how it's going to create it. And let's create it and see what happens. Right? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to copy and customize. So this is the prototype. So you can see it's created like an application from a Google Sheet. So I just want to see how do we deploy copy app, events calendar, GHW, category, application, save app to copy app. This is sad. Oh, because I'm not signed in. Never mind. W March. There we go. So, interesting. You all are welcome to follow along with me and create your own apps for GHW if you want. Like create an event calendar app that you can share with the ones the one that Mary shares with you. You can just make a similar one and share it amongst yourselves and have your own events as guilds. So we're gonna open, customize your app, and open data source. So open data source and customize your app. There we go. So you can see, I can change a lot of things here. You can add things, like guilds, and there we go. This is events. You can actually create like absolutely detailed sheets, and first create the sheet and then add it to the application and create stuff. How cool is that, folks? Isn't it? I have used AppSheet in the past and I love AppSheet. I used it for a quick hackathon itself. But basically that's the point, and you can quickly share the preview link as well, right? And as soon as you share the preview link, it becomes easier for people to see your app too. And you can very quickly deploy it onto whatever domains and stuff you want as well. So that makes your life very easy, right? So views, there's actions that you can take. I did not know this did not exist when I last used it, but then you can see there are workflows that you all can create and automate things. You can add predictive. This wasn't there when I used it. No code tools that I've used and I love it. Hi Jinjay, welcome to the stream. So we're just exploring low code, no code tools, and we'll just pick one and make something eventually. Right now I'm just exploring templates and showing how nice and easier life becomes when you use low code tools, right? All right, folks. Was that useful? Did you all know about AppSheet? I'm just trying to gauge whether you all want to go and make an entire app in AppSheet, or do we want to first explore different tools available, and then we can just pick one. I really want to show you my favorite in the end, of course, and I'll show you a very simple workflow with a nice moving circle and everything. But do you all want to just give yourself do you want me to give you a minute to catch up and make an account and quickly create a template from AppSheet for future reference? Anyone? Take your time, Rati. Even if one person is following, we'll wait for them. Yeah, awesome. So just catch up, then we'll explore software, then we'll explore a couple of others. We'll just, we're doing a very basic thing. We're just exploring so that next time when you sit down for a hackathon, there are tons of tools that you all can try. And you all can, explore them beforehand. So you know that, okay, such APIs work with this. Such, data works better with this. There's better visualization in this, etc., etc. Awesome. So Rati and Nisarg are following along. I'm going to give them a minute to, explore, click around AppSheet. I'm actually going to do the same myself because it's been a while since I logged into AppSheet. So the thing is, I didn't want to, do anything beforehand because a lot of times there are tiny steps along the way where people, get lost. I was like, you know what, I'll sign up before you all so that we can explore together. And of course, until you all sign up, I will see where MIT App Inventor is at. So let's look at MIT App Inventor. So this is one of my absolute favorite low-code tools. This has, a blocky code system, which I do not like personally. I'm actually not fond of blocky code system, but once you've made a couple of successful apps, it becomes nice. You can create apps. It's been a while since I created an application using MIT App Inventor. That is so cool, Tabayaba. I'm so glad you joined this session then. I'm telling you, the last two, that's my favorite. I know I'm hyping it a lot, but I absolutely love it. And the things that I've seen people make with it is absolutely mind-blowing. So yeah, I'll share my favorite Instagram accounts with you all as well that make amazing stuff and keep inspiring me. Awesome. So I'm going to give you all catch up. I'm just going to keep MIT App Inventor open. And I'll sign in when you all are ready. I'll sign in with you all. It's been a while since I've used these tools myself, because I haven't been participating in hackathons lately. But the fact that I'm doing this today, I'm like, you know what? Next time I'm going to, use it. And, if I win, I'm definitely going to take another stream and show you all how it's a, winning solution. Or maybe you all can do that, Keep like a list of tools that you all use, and we'll come back in the next month and go through everything that we used in hackathons. Rati, whenever you're ready, let me know. Rati, Nisarg, Dayaba, if you all are following along and playing around, take your time. If you want to come and stream and do that, you all are welcome to do that. Alright, so I'm going to start signing into MIT App Inventor. If you all want me to stop at any point, just let me know. And we will stop. Ready. Awesome. Great job. So we're going to go back here. MIT App Inventor. It's asking me to sign in. What I did was I clicked on Create Apps. And it's asking me to sign in. This is basically a testing tool that they've created for your mobile device, which existed before but was very slow, and they made it much better. And you all can see they have a little sense of humor when you read their tutorials and stuff. It's a lot of fun to go through it. So let me go here, click on, there we go. So when you click on Media tabs, this is what it does. So this is a fun event. I think you all should definitely go for this. So I didn't even remember. So this was the last hackathon submission I made. It was a travel kiosk. It was during COVID. So what I built was an NF. So we had an NFC reader. What it did was it connected to Firebase, and this app connected to so you can see there's a lot of happening. So there was a login and register. There was yeah, it's everything's changed as you can tell. The UI is completely off. The screen, but so they've added phone sizes. This did not exist, but so you can see this is so much fun. So we actually won this hackathon. So I have great conditioning with. So you can see I've taken part in a lot of hacks, right? I won the Make Harvard, Tidy hacks, Tartan hacks, Pearl hacks. I think all the above around 5 hackathons, all of where I used MIT App Inventor, I won something or the other. But then remember, I always connected my app to hardware, so yeah, but okay. So we can start a new project. W March. Okay, let's go. There we go. So this is the screen one. I don't know. The screen seems a little off. I think they're making changes and they haven't really not done making changes yet. So you can add screens here, right? You can add screens here as well. Then this is where you code, right? So let's say I go back to my designer and you can see there's a lot that they've added, right? There are extensions that expand. This is my favorite. I mentioned it, right? Firebase is great. You just add it and it becomes very easy to list to anything. They have sensors also. So this is the sensors that are already in your phone. You can use them very easily. So, like let's say you want to use the accelerometer sensor or the light sensor or what else? Orientation sensor, right? When you give your orientation. Let's say you want maps, you can actually just maps, this charts. There's a lot that they've added since last time, of course, but like there are multiple maps also. You can have the Bing map. There used to be a proper Bing maps option. I think they've removed it recently. But so this is basically your arrangement. So your horizontal, this is your horizontal arrangement blocks. This is your vertical arrangement. So it's gonna get a row. Became cool just like that. Then I go to blocks. So now over here I can write logic, right? So it can be very simple. Let's say on button click, right? There's a way to get the button. But there we go. Button dot. So you can have so every time someone clicks, you can change the image on the button. Basically, when you go into designer, over here you can add an image. Upload file. Let's see what. Do I have any pictures? I have my. There we go. So every time someone clicks on the text button, the image can appear. So there you go. So we have a huge ass button right now. But you get the point, right? So it's very simple. Oh, thank you so much. I did not realize my screen was frozen at all. Right, so I love MIT App Inventor, as you all can tell. It's very nice and simple and to the point. And let me know if you all want to, if you all want code to my older apps or just the app templates, for example. I don't know if it'll work anymore, honestly, because it's been a while. It's been at least a year and a half, not even a year and a half, proper 2 years, because I last, I think, participated in like 2021, mid 2021, right? So let me go back to my projects. So I think I used Firebase and Pearl hacks. See, this is all 2021, you all can see, right? Yeah, so the last one was March 14, exactly 2 years ago. So this was a really cool app, and I'll show you the blocks, right? So how the blocks works. So this was me. I was updating and calling Firebase values, and basically all that happened was you went here, you just created, you use the slider to, wow. So you use the slider to set the pain level and stuff. And what it did was it sent everything to the Firebase database. And what then happened was there was an algorithm running in our backend which gave us value, and this was the value that we pulled the value from somewhere. I cannot seem to figure out where the value was pulled from. But yes, basically we got the value back. So okay, so what happened was open. When you clicked open, it sent everything back to the database, and based on whether or not you were supposed to open the pill dispenser, it either opened or did not open. Right. So that was the whole project. It was to help people reduce taking painkillers. It's actually a very cool project. We worked really hard on it. But so this connected to the Pi, which was controlling the pill dispenser. But you all get the point. You all get the point, right? It's very simple to use. It is. So if you all want this code or you all want this app, or I can export this somehow. Let me see if I can export it completely for you all and send it to you. Do you all want the image to this by any chance, or would you all like me to share like the entire project itself? I can export the project and send it to you if you all want it. If you all can, I'm sure you all can figure it out yourself too. But it was fun. It's never been implemented because obviously you can't, like, people who are taking it take it, right? We worked really hard. We had like, so I made it with a cereal box. I made the pill dispenser with a cereal box. That was something everyone appreciated. But you all get the point. So if you all want the code or you all want the template, or if you all need help next time you all are using it, feel free to, reach out to me. I'm happy to walk you through it. As you can tell, I love, playing around with MIT App Inventor. It's been a while. It's been a really long time. What I did not realize was it's been 2 years, right? All the tools that I've used, like even the app sheet that I showed you, I'm realizing now it's been 2 years. But yeah, you all get the point. So that's another one, right? That's another very cool thing. And this is an event that they're doing. I think you all should participate in. This seems very cool. Let me know if you all want the link to that. Alright, moving on to our next tool. Nisarg, do you want to first come and share your Power BI if you're back? Or should we just go around exploring? That's all we're going to do, by the way. If there's any other tool that you like or you use a lot and you want to come on stream and share it and show around, because the whole point of low code, no code tools is, it being easy to spin up. So let's say 6 hours to go and you realize you do not have time to make a front end, or, because remember being able to, so let's say you've done a very, very detailed ML model. That's all you worked on for 2 days. How do you show it to the judge? How does the judge interact with it? You can quickly spin up a front end. It does not have to be pretty. It never has to be pretty. And yeah. Oh, did you create a ticket, Nisar? Let me share you the link with you. Copy. There you go. I share the link with you, Nisar. Awesome. So now we'll have Nisar come and show off rather his Power BI, and don't do anything else, Nisar. Come and properly show it off. Rati, it does. Notion actually does. I see a lot of hackathon organizers use it like a web page, right? So they put all the information, they put all the links, and then they share it like their web page. Like that's their main information site, which is a brilliant idea because it's simple, right? There's no complication. What happens a lot of times, right? Which I always tell organizers not to do. They'll make this really pretty website and everything will be images. So let's say I'm trying to search something specifically in the schedule. I'll never be able to find it with a CTRLF. So depending on whether you're trying to give more information or are you trying to, present something. If it's visualization, you want images. If it's schedule or something people might want to search and, look for, there has to be text accessible, right? And Nisarg is here. Hey, Nisarg. Share your screen. I'll add your screen to the stream whenever you're ready. Alright, so while Nisar gets ready, yeah, is there any other question like that? Notion is a great low code, rather no code tool. You can also have create automations with Notion as well. So you might want to check that out. Notion has some pretty cool API features too. And that is Nisarg's screen. There you go, Nisarg. Wow, that is an insanely detailed Power BI. You're on mute in case you're talking, Nisarg.
Yeah, so basically we in every sim we have to make a small project. So basically me and my team basically made a IoT project. So basically we build the circuit. So basically we collect the data from the sensors from around the campus of the university and store it in ThinkSplit cloud. So basically this was the ThinkSplit cloud. So basically we have to show the analysis of the all the data. So basically we have taken a Kaggle dataset. So basically, to try to represent the dataset. So I think Power BI is a no code or no code. So basically, you have to drag and drop the field. Basically, this is the tree. So basically, you have a tree like this. We have the dataset which we have collected from the Kaggle is of this many days. So basically, of how many it will be the rain today and the prediction of it. So basically, you can see the data collected from the earth. So basically, in Power BI, we have to import one. Dataset file like Excel file or anything file or .csv file. So after you enter the data, you have to just select the anything like this is the tree. So basically select the tree in the field which you want to select from the Excel sheet. You have to just label them as you can see by there and provide analysis. This is also dynamic, so you can see the code will be changed according to all that.
That is very cool. That is and
And
I love the UI. So yes,
and
continue the side.
small map representation. Yeah, that's all.
So, folks, what I was trying to tell you is look, so for this, what he's done, right? For him, here, interaction and visualization of the data is more important. So, he's focused more on the UI. So, that is why he chose Power BI, where, he can, I'm sure Power BI has great data interaction as well. But over here, UI was easy to, spin up. I'm not saying it, when I say easy, I mean it's going to take less time. It's not going to be easy to figure out, right? But, Nisarg is an expert now, so you know whom to find in Discord when you're getting stuck. And look, Insha thinks it's amazing, Nisar. Awesome, Nisar. Do you want to tell us more about why you use Power BI? Did you try anything else? Did you try anything else before? Okay, Power BI is it. That's what I'll use. Or were you aiming for a challenge with Power BI?
No, I think I was searching for any tools to better represent the data sets. So basically, at that time it was around 2020. So I was in my second sem. So basically, I was searching and I got to found that Power BI is used just launched in the beta version. So I was curious to utilize how to utilize it and how to represent my data set. And it also is not known by many teachers and students. So basically, we have to present also. So it will be new thing for the students to learn and teacher to also represent how to represent the data. That's why I choose it.
That is very cool, Nisar. I absolutely loved it. So did Insha, and I'm guessing a lot of other hackers, they'll react eventually. But that is amazing. Do you want to quickly take a picture and post it in Discord of your UI?
Sure.
So that others know what's happening or others know whom to reach out to when the person finds it amazing when they want Power BI. So Nisarg officially is our Power BI expert now. So all right, Nisarg, would you like to stick around on stream for the rest of the stream?
No, no, I'm just trying to make my coffee.
Awesome. So Nisarg's gonna stick around. If any one of you wants to join me, because now that you're on stream, I'm gonna keep pestering you to talk to me. You'll get used to it. But yeah, this is fun. I am glad that when Insha found it interesting. Hi Ashish, I am so glad you got unbanned. I was really worried. I was going to actually check with you whether or not you were okay, as in whether or not you got unbanned from the chat, and you did. That's awesome. How's it going? I know that. Yay! We need reactions in StreamYard, but yeah. So Ashish, folks, is one of our regular hackers. like Yash and Nisarg, if you'll ever get stuck in a hackathon and you do not, if the coaches aren't responding or you want technical help, these three are the people you can always reach out to. Awesome. Let's continue, folks. So, Ashish, today we are doing low code, no code. We're not learning anything, we're just exploring. So, if you have any of your favorite tools, which is a low code or a no code tool, you're welcome to talk about it in the chat, or you can come on stream and show us your favorite project that you built with it. All right. Awesome. So, I'm going to continue. See, people know. Ashish. Yes, see, actually, one of other hackers asked, Rati asked if Notion was a no code tool, and yes, it is. Yes, it is. So keep suggesting. Oh, is that so, Rati? You are welcome on stream. We can debug together, or you can post a picture. And what I'll do is I'll hop into the voice channel after the stream, and we can figure it out. Although I would love for you to come on stream and debug together with other hackers. Right. Give me 1 second, folks. I'm just closing the stream ticket for Nisarg. Nisarg, feel free to hop back in whenever you want to. You have the link now. Ooh, Scratch is another great tool. Thank you for the suggestion, Ashish. Do you want to come on stream and show it? Would you like to hop on screen and stream and show your dancing creature? Anyway, until Ashish decides to do that, let's quickly go through a couple of other tools. Let's look at Softer, right? So I've never used Softer myself, but it looks very interesting. I've lost my tab. I need to stop losing my tabs. There we go. All right. So turn your Airtable. Has anyone of y'all ever used Airtable? Airtable in itself is a great tool to kind of create dashboards, right? And I recently went to a conference where never mind, Ashish. It was 2 years back. That's okay. If you ever make a one again, you're welcome to share it in Discord. And anyone, if you all create any template or something with the low code tool, share it on Discord. Okay. Awesome. So, if you all have ever used Airtable, Airtable in itself is a pretty great tool to create dashboards with. So, I recently attended a conference where I don't know if you all know, but submitting to conference your talks is a very important activity for a lot of companies, right? Especially startups, because they can talk about a little bit about their product and talk about the tech in general. Even the most conferences, they of course. Discourage people from talking about their products per se. If it's using specific or exceptional tech, you go to a conference and you talk about how you use that tool, and it's great for marketing and so on and purposes, right? So Airtable, this company specifically, they were really worried about yes, interactive infographics, exactly, something precisely that for that matter, Rati, right? So what they did was, because they were worried about missing CFP deadlines, right? So there's call for proposal for the talks, which usually ends a couple of months before, at least a couple of months before the conference, right? The bigger the conference, the earlier the deadline, basically, right? And so a lot of times you miss it. And a lot of times, if there's a deadline, you might know it, but you might not have a talk, right? So what they did was they created this absolutely extensive framework with Airtable, right? Which basically made that entire thing into a calendar add-on. So you added it onto your calendar, and it would, when you clicked on it, so let's say it's telling you that there's a CFP deadline today. When you clicked on it, it would not just show you that there's a deadline, but it would also take you to all the company database where there is tools and previous talks, previous abstracts, that whether or not they got accepted as a talking to the conference, entire database available there. And that was very cool, and we made an entire talk out of that, which was very cool. So yeah, Airtable in itself is pretty cool. Let me show you Airtable very quickly. I'm sure you must have seen Airtable being used as a form as well at a lot of places. I do not know what Airtable is opening. There's a pre-filled link here. I'm going to close this. I'm going to open it again. Airtable. There we go. And this is what I'm gonna. My internet's a little flimsy, folks. Can you all hear me? It keeps showing me that I'm losing connection. That is awesome, Ashish. Ashish, you're welcome to share some of the pictures of what you all made. Right. Alright, perfect. So this is Airtable. So you can see what Airtable does, right? It's basically kind of a way to automate things and sync data. So even these people have templates, right? And that's the first thing I do when I look at low code or no code solutions. I go to templates. What that does is it shows me the, uh, extent of the things that I can create with that product. So Ashish, I said if you have pictures of the stuff that you all made, with Make Code, feel free to share that in Discord. Right? So you can see the amazing stuff that people create. So I actually have used the content calendar before the template. I love it. Then there's trackers, there's this, and they have some very, very good, like for example, they have very researched templates, right? So if you want to do social media calendar, they have calendars. So this is the dashboard after the data. So there's a very extensive process to use the template itself. It's probably going to ask me to sign up, which is fine. So we'll sign up together. I'm pretty sure I used my Apple ID here, but that's okay. We'll see. Thank you, Ashish. I'm sure you would love to see them. Right? Uh, there we go. So this is the thing that comes. So now you can see you can import data, which is pretty important. You can check out other templates, and what you can also do. So that's just right. So this is the content that they've created. So this is basically an Excel sheet, tables where you can also link them to different things, and the results. There is add or import. You can add a lot of different data sets. So this is Jira Server, Miro, Sync API. This makes your entire life easy. Now I usually use it with a free trial, but yeah. So you can have APIs and whatnot. So this is a great tool in itself, right? Let's go back to, so there you go. Right, so you can create a form, a gallery, calendar, Canvan, Gantt charts. I don't know if you all have heard of Gantt charts, but Gantt charts are used to kind of track the timeline. So let's say you have a project with like 20 tasks, and so what you do is you list down the tasks and you list down the timeline of the project, and you put when this task has to start. So let's say this does not have to be in order. So that way you can visualize when which task was supposed to be completed during the entire project. It is actually very cool. It's actually very, very cool. Okay, we will try this. I'll try out this link in just a bit. Yes, a timeline for a project. So let's say you're making an application, right? An app to scan images of some kind. So let's say it's like a 2 month long project. You have developers and everything. So let's say you have tasks, very small tasks. Oh, you tried it up, Tag? It's funny. I'll try it in a bit myself. So what happens is, let's say you have 20 tasks, right? So let's say first it's login page, then there is integration 1, integration 2, then there is the actual camera integration. So you list down all the tiny tasks that the app is supposed to do, and then you put down the project line. Okay, this is the month 1, the day 1, and end of 2 months, right? And in every task has a beginning and an end. So let's say camera integration will happen after the login part, right? So maybe 15 days into the project, so and it should end in like say 1 week. So that's the chunk that you put it, and that's how you make the entire chart. And that way you can visualize when which task should have been done, is running early, is late, and things like that. So yes, something like a scheduler. This particularly you can schedule stuff, but you need to upgrade it. But basically, yes. The Gantt chart that I'm talking about, it's used by project managers to kind of keep a track of the project. Oh, Nisarg loved it too. That's great. Awesome. Let's look at, okay. So now you know what Airtable is like, and you can see that you can do a lot with Airtable, right? So let's look at product design and UX. Right, so there's a lot of product planning, there's user research. You can always, so I always like it when people, in hackathons show a very detailed user research, right? So you can look at the user research template. You don't have to do it so in such a detailed way, but you can still do it a little bit and use this template to kind of show it. And you can see this is an embedded Airtable. Do you realize that this is an actual Airtable that's embedded? So you can create a simple GitHub page and embed it there. It makes your life a lot easier in terms of showing your data, visualizing your data, and making it look pretty, right? So this is the Airtable, right? And you can see there's a lot that you can do. You can use it like Notion to kind of plan your everyday life next. So if you understand how Airtable works, then you can go to Software, right? And you can look at the logos, how similar they are and how they kind of transform, right? So let's sign up and see how software works, right? But before that, let's just go into templates over here as well. Violet loads. How are we doing here? Hi Mahira, welcome to the stream. Mahira is another one of our regular stream attenders. I really need to try this now. The thing is, I can't copy links from the comments that you all send me. So, when I send you all links, you all can click on them. I can't click on them when you send it, which is great from a safety purposes because I don't want to, I don't want a random link that I can, click and see my system crash. But it makes actual, links that I want to follow very difficult. So, I'm going to actually have to manually type it in. So, I'll do it in a bit. Wow, my internet's really slow today. But I hope this session's useful to you all. I hope this is actually, yeah, it's sad because I trust you hackers and you all are amazing. But a lot of times, other people when they stream, strangers come and do weird stuff. That is so sweet, Mahira. I'm so glad you could make it. See, I don't forget hackers who attend my sessions. Okay. Whenever this page loads for us, we will continue. But Bubble seems interesting. Bubble seems like an amazing thing for me to check out as well. I haven't heard of it before. And you can see that the visualization here seems very advanced. That is awesome. So while this page loads, I know, right? See, exactly. People recruit emulators. Now I'm a little suspicious about your link, Ashish. But I'm gonna follow it. Don't worry, I trust you. But again, I'm gonna actually useful to you all, and you all are actually taking back tools that you can use in hackathons because a little bit of nice visualization is always helpful to your overall presentation. Oh my god, please load. Okay, let's just start from scratch. I'm gonna quickly close all the other tabs. Whichever loads first. Please do it on stream, Ashish, if you're doing it. If you're gonna rickroll using a low-code solution, you're welcome to do that on the stream. No, don't do it. Don't do it behind the scenes. You do it on the stream. Don't rickroll on the stream. Come and make the rickroller on the stream. Understand the difference. That is so cool. If you have it, you're welcome to come on the stream and show it. Hi, Risha. Welcome back to the stream. I'm so happy to see names I recognize. It's always great. Finally. Okay, so my page decided to load. So let's quickly click on a template and create a nice. So let's just look at content calendar, right? Because we just saw another content calendar. So I'm going to click on use template. You can also click on preview on the second thought, but the thoughts left behind because I already clicked on use template. You'll learn. I'm very confident about it. You'll learn in a jiffy. I'm not that worried. Again, if you're making a Rickroller, come on screen and make it. Don't make it and then use it on stream. Wow, my internet's embarrassing me at this point. Ah. Alright, anyway, by the time this loads, this is the last thing that I'm going to be showing you all before I show you my favorite code tool, low code tool. I know I've hyped it up a lot, but I think it's worth the hype. But I know if any one of you decides to use it, you're gonna absolutely blow everyone's minds with what y'all create, because y'all are creative as it is. Imagine if you got a tool that helps you create stuff that you want. So let me quickly see. Wow, this is slow. Anyway, so let's look at while this page loads and while my internet decides to reboot in some way or the other. I am going to go ahead and share my favorite tool with y'all. Okay, folks, am I visible? Am I audible? I feel like my internet's being very weird right now. Awesome. So I'm audible. It's just my screen that's flickering. That's great. Okay, never mind. Let's let the screen load. We'll come back to it by the end of the stream. But I'm going to start showing you my favorite low-code tool. Have you all heard of Touch Designer? I know I've spoken about it before, but I'm going to show you all why I love it so much today. So let me just go over here itself and click here and go. Touch Designer. So I'm learning it myself these days. So be nice to me. Okay. But yeah, I'll show you what I've been trying to make. I was trying a very simple thing of concentric circles moving like an amoeba, and I do what you all do. I've been following tutorials to learn. But Touch Designer is just a very cool thing, and I know for a fact Yash would love it because he likes Blender. And if anyone of y'all likes Blender, y'all would love Touch Designer. Actually, you keep tagging yourself, and I'm confused. So. Alright, right. So you can see what cool stuff people create with it. Let me show you how cool it gets. So Instagram. Let me just quickly. The reason I removed it from stream was let me just quickly because my internet's not being nice to me right now. Let's see. Not now. I'm going to search. I go to. Okay, so this is what I want to show you all. So let me. This is what I want to show you all. So this is Touch Designer, and this is what we'll look at for a second. So you all can see the stuff people create. Okay, this has all been created by Touch Designer. And when I show you the UI, you'll feel like it's such an old software. What can you possibly do with it? But it is such a sophisticated software. You all can tell I'm very impressed by it. right? So you can connect musics and touchpads. It is also OSC compatible. Uh, oh, I never said it's the best of all. I just said I'm having the most fun with it. I did show it to you all, but we unfortunately couldn't do a tutorial with it because the installation process can take a bit of a time, which is why I'm like, you know what? I'm actually just gonna show very slowly build my own knowledge. So I've been learning for a bit, and by hopefully next GHW, I can do an entire technical track with Python and everything added to it, right? Um, we do have another session on art with code, in which if you all do download touch designer by then, I'm happy to walk you through some simple concepts. It's actually very simple to use, at least the initial part, because it's very logical. I'll show you my screen and I'll show you what I was trying to create for our tutorial, and if you all want to follow along and do it, we can do it today as well. Wow, you all remember. That is amazing. I love the concentration there. Right? So I'm going to show you all a couple of other things that you all can do if you all are interested in a little bit of art plus code, right? So I'm going to show you all creative code art. So this is all made with Touch Designer because their last prompt was Touch Designer. So this is the prompt, right? So this is Touch Designer. So there's something called Touch OSC, which is basically a standard to send a touch coordinates from a device to your device that's basically mapping it. And it's all done on a single IP. It's a very simple protocol. There's just a standard that's followed, right? So this is done in Touch Designer. This is done in Touch Designer. And so Touch Designer is a node-based software. So it is very easy. This is done in Touch Designer. And I don't know if you can hear it. I don't think the audio of the window gets shared. It needs to be a tablet, a tab. But yeah, so you all can tell I absolutely love. And I know it seems like a very useless software in terms of we're just creating art, but you all can also connect it to APIs. And when you connect it to APIs, you all can visualize whatever you want. It is amazing. I have been having a lot of fun with it, right? So I'm going to quickly show you my touch designer screen, and we do have some time. So if you all want to quickly download touch designer at the very least today, I'll show you around a little bit, and in the next art with code session we can spend a little bit of time trying to build something with it. Basically, I'm so sorry that's happening to you. Is it true? Is it some noise from my end? No, I do not want to check your project anymore, Ashish. I kind of know exactly what it is because you all literally discussed what you're going to be making. It's probably my laptop because it's probably overheating because there's a lot running on it. Because like I said, I always have like at least 800 tabs open. I'm so sorry about the noise. I'll try and see what I can do to fix it from the next stream so that it's a more peaceful stream. It is the fan. It is the laptop fan. Awesome. So, I didn't know this rule existed. But okay. You know what? I'm actually going to send it to a friend who's told me quite a few times. So, I honestly hope not because I took a long time for me to get this set up right. Oh yeah. I do want to. Can you, Ashish? Can you send the links in Discord? How will you send the links in Discord? I know it's not loud. Can you create a ticket and send it to me and send a picture of the project in Discord? Oh, you're done downloading it. That is so awesome, Zenil. I wanted to show this comment before, so like I will listen to it. I promise. just send it to me over, either that or Twitter, and I'll definitely look at it. And if I get recruited, you all don't get to find out. So awesome. Let me show you the screen. So if you open Touch Designer, right? Let me quickly go here and open a new Touch Designer screen. It's opening. Give it a second. That sounds good. Make a ticket. That's the best way to go about it. Yes. This is so cool. I hope this session's been fun for you all. Though, I wanted really to maximize your knowledge about low code, no code tools. And I don't know when will that software screen load. Uh, it still hasn't loaded. That's a little sad. That's okay. Oh, okay. So I have my screen opened. So I'm going to share it very quickly. Present screen, share window. I'm not going to forget to add it to the stream this time. Is my screen visible to you all by any chance? It should be now. I'm just gonna wait for one confirmation for my screen being visible. Awesome, it is. Thank you, Blaze Killer. Awesome, thank you so much, everyone, for replying. Great. So you all can see this is the it's visible. Perfect. So this is the layout of Touch Designer. All right, and I know it looks really old, right? It looks like at first time I'm like, this should be easy. How many buttons can there be? And trust me, there are a lot, right? So let me show you the options available, right? So there is so much you can do with like nodes and nodes. There's custom, this that. Like I said, you can have like web clients and web servers running inside here in a node. There is socket IO. There's serial connection you can make with your controllers. There is MQTT client. There is multi-touch in and whatnot. Even I don't know all the options. I'm only pointing out the ones that I've tried. This is material, like you have in your Blender and basically other 3D tools, right? So then there is standard operators. So you can see there's a lot that you can do here, right? You can add C++, you can add Python and whatnot. Then you have your, converters basically, right? So you can see there are connectors and whatnot. I haven't tried anything except the Connect here, which is I'm not very aware of it, but you all can see it has tons of options. Then there is the normal operators, right? So basically your circles, your shapes, etc., etc. And then there is comp, basically, anything to control, anything to add over your existing pictures, right? So you can see there's the camera, there's geometry that you can add, and things like that. Again, I'm only pointing out the things that I've tried yet. I haven't tried a lot of things, so it's a lot to try. I do not know if my tiny dialog box is visible to you all. Is it visible to you all? I'm guessing not. Is the tiny dialog box popping up by any chance? What is it? Is you need me to zoom a bit? Okay, I just want to see if the thing is visible. That's all I wanted to check. I was a little afraid it wasn't. So I'm gonna make this big as well. Perfect. This is slightly more visible, and if this helps, I'll just go out from the screen altogether so you all can see the screen perfectly. Awesome. I'm glad you can see it now, Blaze Killer. Perfect. I'll zoom in a little more as we go, right? So you can see, okay, what's happening here, right? I'm going to first display you. So you can see a lot of things happening, right? So there's noise, there is operator, there's a displace, there's a geometrical operator, and then there's output, right? So I'm going to go here, click here, parameters, display, no, okay. So I'm going to first split the screen. All right. Over here, I'm going to make it a top viewer. Then I'm going to do a display. display, and I'm gonna uh, display. Oh, okay, so this should ideally get displayed. Let's see if it works. There we go, right? And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play it. So you can see what's happening, right? You can see that this is the animation that's happening. And how is this animation happening is we have first taken an image. Okay, this is a simple image that's been taken. Then we're adding a little noise. You can see this is the noise that's happening. Then we're displacing it with the noise. So the displace, there's a there's an operator which is taking the noise, and that is the displacement parameter. So it's displacing according to this noise. Then we're taking a geometry. I do not know very nicely what's happening in the geometry tools. This you can see. Okay, I really should stop clicking randomly. So you can see I changed something, and what happened was it became like a donut. But you'll get the point, right? I'm going to close this and open a new one. But this is easy to make, and oh my god, I need to learn how to not click so violently everywhere. But you'll see what's happening. Right, so I'm learning it myself, and this is not an easy tool to use because the more I learn, the more I realize, the more terms I learn, the more I confuse with the previous terms that I learned, which is why I'm not started taking a stream on it just yet, because when I do, I want to make sure if you all have questions, I can answer them properly. But you can see what's happening. So I'm gonna. I have honestly no clue what I. There we go. Oh, we're back to our thing. Awesome. Gonna create a new layout again. No, no, no. We're gonna remove this. And we're gonna display this. And I'm gonna go and display, and I'm gonna display. There we go. So now you can see the display here. Yay! I figured what was happening. But now what we can do is we can go in this noise and we can adjust stuff, right? So this Hermite. Now if I make it Brownian, the motion will change, right? Then I can make it Hermite. That was Hermite. That's the original one. We can make random, and then you can make it sparse. So the point is you can just play around with it. There's a lot that you can do with it, and this is only like 4 nodes that we're using, right? So let me see what we can do with geometry. So it's scaling it, right? It's scaling it the x and y according to the noise. Let's see if we can change this. Rotate scale. No, nothing's happening. Translate scale. It was a Wiggly donut and it was fun. And I don't know, I think there wasn't lag. I completely did not realize that the screen wasn't being shared properly. But can you all see the screen? I'll just show all of the things that I did again, right? So what I did was I went into noise. Right, so I went into noise. I changed to the different noise types. So you can see how it's changing, right? So you can see the things that are happening. This is more, I'm going to put it to original. Then I went into geo. When we're doing scale, rotate, and translate in that order, this is how it goes. When I do rotate, scale, and translate, it changes. It's become more elaborate, you can see. Then I did a translate, scale, rotate, and it slowed down a little. So you can see it's moving a little less and a little, more in a different order. Then I changed it to its original. I'm basically just playing around with it. Okay, awesome. You didn't miss anything. That's good. But yes, this is one of my very favorite tools, as you can see. And I'll show you what I was doing today for the tutorial. So if we do end up doing something on Saturday, I believe I might be moving my schedule a little on the weekend because I might have to travel a little urgently last minute. But or I'll take the stream from the airport. Y'all will not miss the stream either way. So this is what I was trying to do today. Can y'all see my screen? No, because I haven't shared it on stream yet. I need to stop missing out on this. This is what I was doing today. I was just trying to play around with circles and trying to, play around with chops, but then I realized this became very complicated. So I'm doing the same thing what we saw, right? I took a circle, I added the noise and I connected it to the geographical translation. Then I created a render. Then what we did was we added another composite and we created a feedback. So what's happening is basically in this what I've created is we have one render, then we're taking a feedback loop and adding it onto the first render. So it's kind of creating two circles that are moving according to the transforms. So I was lastly playing around with the transforms. So this is again what we're playing around with, right? So you can see that the circles are moving. And yeah, I'm still figuring this out. So it won't dance directly, but there are nodes that you can connect that will basically. So what I'll basically do is I'll add a track here. I'll connect it to the geography, and based on the track's signal, it will make the circles move. How cool is that? And people do that. People do a lot of audio visualization with Touch Designer. So no, 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 no. That was the original one. I want that back. There we go. Perfect. So now you'll get it. It does look like a chemistry lab. But you all get the point. This is a fun software. I really want you all to start, I want hackers to use this because I think you all have so much more creative, thinking and so much more perspective to play around with it. So yeah, I've been very excited to share this with you all. That's why I'm learning it properly and nicely before I start taking proper streams on it. I'm hoping to do it either on Saturday, at least like a basic stream, and then maybe in the next GHW I can take like a 3-part stream where we create something absolutely crazy. Yeah, how would you all like that? I have no clue when I'm losing internet and when I'm not, so please just let me know when you will stop like hearing me. But was this session like helpful to you all? Because I realized we won't be doing much. I knew we wouldn't be doing much because it doesn't make sense for me to do a step by step low code thing, because the whole point of things being low code or no code is you have a lot of bandwidth for creativity. So I can introduce the tools to you. We can come together and suggest tools to people. For example, the bubble thing. I'm definitely going to be trying that. That's an amazing suggestion. So yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. If not, again, give like proper feedback. We can definitely make the streams more customized to what you all really want, right? But I really want you all to try Touch Designer, and I definitely will be doing more Touch Designer streams. That's awesome. I'm glad you learned something new, if not nothing. So I wanted this to be, like a mixed mini event discussion, technical stream kind of a format. We will do it at some point. I promise. This year, definitely. So I was in Pondicherry in third week of February, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just, take a tour around it. But there's a lot of people in Hyderabad, so I want to do like a proper session if we do. Hacky hack of Twitch version. Exactly. It's like a mini event, Twitch version, you can say, basically. Awesome, folks. So that is it. If you all do not have questions, or if you all want me to stick around, if you all are trying something specific of what I mentioned, I'm happy to stick around and answer questions. If not, I'll close the stream. And you all can take a nice break before the next streams, which is a good, there's 2 hours to the stream, basically. I won't. I will definitely not. I'll check some of this link, or get someone else to open it for me. Either way, I'm not getting rickrolled, Ashish. I'm sure of that. All right, folks. I guess there are no questions. I'm going to start closing the stream. Yeah, you all can always reach out to me on any other platforms whenever you want to. Good to know there's second thoughts there. Lahaj is our resident shark. Or is it a whale? It's a shark. It's a shark. So we have a Blahaj gang as well, and Jack is the leader, you can say, and Jack is another amazing coach that you totally want to interact with if she ever does a stream. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Insha. Bye. Yes, basically. It's basically our mascot. It's like a except Ryan does not agree. So you might want to check with Ryan whether or not he thinks Blahaj is our mascot, MLH mascot. But awesome, folks. I'm glad you all enjoyed it. Yes, the next WWF will see this stream and get confused about how exactly are we saving sharks with Touch Designer. But okay, bye, folks. I will see you all bright and early tomorrow for IoT session 3. We will use what we've connected to Firebase to kind of streamline into each other. So whenever you send stuff from one thing, the other will react, and when we do from this, our actuator will work. So it should be fun. I will try and get a live demo ready as well, so that you all do it virtually. I'll show you how it works when you do it with real controllers. Okay? I'm so glad you did. Bye bye. Bye, folks. I shall see you all in the next stream.